did it feel when you realized that you had to walk away from your marriage?
Personally, I felt a disappointment, scared, failure, depressed.
I was very disappointed more than anything because I put a lot of myself in the marriage, and all of the sudden everything you work for is gone.
I felt pretty devastated because when there's children involved, it's not just you. You know, the whole family becomes disjointed, and so for me, that was, if it had just been me, I think it would have been a little bit easier for me because the kids are involved. That made it so much more difficult. I think I stayed longer trying to make it work because of the kids.
Well, at first it was a trip for being married for 20 some odd years, but then it was a breath of fresh air after I was able to sit back and breathe and get the gist of having a new life.
So how would you describe the loss of your marriage? Some people describe it as a child or a death. How would you describe the loss of your marriage?
Death probably. Yeah, I wouldn't say a child. I lost a child. I've gone through death. I've seen how it affects you. It's a mourning. I definitely mourn. And for me, it was like I lost a lot of myself. Because I think in my marriage I put a lot of myself in it.
It's like a death. It's like someone died, but they won't go away.
The 14 years I was married, there was a lot of work put in the marriage, like working hard and money-wise and working on the marriage and kids.
I wouldn't know how to describe that.
Did you contemplate suicide?
Yeah. I was sad though. I was sad. I was depressed. Again, when you feel like you failed something, especially when you've put what you think your all into something, and that person doesn't receive it, they reject you, it hurts.
Do you think people consider suicide during divorce or?
I do, because they've spent this long period of time with their partner. This is the person that they know. This is the person that they've been used to, that they've had children together, maybe so, maybe no. But it's the longest period of time. And so they start thinking, what am I going to do next? Do I get back out there and be single again? Or how do I do that? Do I start going to parties? And it's hard to be single and to embrace singlehood when you've been married for so long.
How overwhelming was it to think of starting over with someone new?
Well, honestly, I thought I needed to have someone in my life, but once I went through the divorce, I realized I didn't. I honestly needed to know me more and love me more.
Oh, well, I wasn't with someone right away, basically because I had my kids, and I wasn't thinking about starting all over right away with anybody.
I remember when I was when I finally made the decision and was on my own. It was such a bag of mixed emotions. I was confused, I was lonely, but I was also, a big part of me was also relieved knowing that, I knew something wasn't going to work, and I finally had the courage, because it took a lot of courage. It took a lot of courage to say what I wanted and what I felt like I deserved.
When you meet somebody new, it's you don't know what to expect. On the same token, when you meet somebody who's upfront and to the point, it's a whole different ballgame.
Do you think the world is desensitized to divorce and the pain that people go through?
Absolutely, I do. I think that, they think divorce is more common. A lot of times we hear marriages are only going to last, 5 years, 10 years. Even celebrities that you see on TV, that marriage is only going to last a few years. And when it ends, they're like, okay, well, this person is now with someone new.
What words of wisdom would you give to someone going through a divorce or a separation?
To listen. Hindsight is, everything. But I think I would have listened more. I would have paid more attention to, what he was feeling. When you're going through something, you feel like it's just you. But it's not just you. It's like a whole family. Everybody's going through stuff.
There's so many things to be accomplished with this project. This project has been a bit of a healing process for me. And it's not even just marriages, a relationship, a long relationship. People go through the same thing in a long relationship. The loss and the feelings of abandonment and rejection can play such a dramatic role in someone living or dying. Dinner at 6 is really important to me. It's helped me already heal, and it's helped me to kind of recognize the healing and the denial that I was in. And so I want to share it. I want to share it with anyone and everyone that's ever gone through any type of a loss in a relationship. So I am asking you to please donate to this project and let it be possible. For our plan is to shoot a short film of Dinner at 6 and to really get the word out there and to do this service. So please donate. Every single thing counts to help this to become something.